Happy Tuesday. Good morning. So it's 9:30 here, Pacific time. So whatever time it is where you are, I hope you're well and taking good care of yourself. And just being here is such a great way to spend an hour and a half, and you don't even have to spend the whole hour and a half. You can do just part of the the session. You can do the beginning, the end, the middle. You can come back to it. These are all published within minutes of when I finish at 11. Okay, so you can come back to it. And I know some of you, it's not always convenient this time of day. You have other things. Some of you are working from home. Maybe you have other obligations on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. And the beauty is you can do it at your leisure. But the challenge is to do it at your leisure, to put it into your schedule. It's really easy when we have sort of this odd world right now to let things kind of be a little too fluid. So having some kind of structure for yourself, I guess that implies the word discipline, which no one likes to be disciplined, but having discipline is a good thing. Okay, and do it because it's good for you. All right, so good morning again, yoginis and yogis. And I'm here in Santa Barbara. It's trying to be sunny. So we're going to start like this. Okay, so I hope you have a bolster by now or something that can operate or work for you as a bolster prop. And then something behind for your head. We're going to open up the whole chest cavity again, get into the breathing. It's Tuesday. What did you do this weekend? Did you garden? Did you clean out the drawers? Did you clean out the garage? Did you do all those things you've been putting off around the house and the garden? I have been packing, yeah, and sorting and all that. So that's been not too much, a little physical, but it's also kind of emotional. Okay, so we have to look at all of ourselves, our physical self, our emotional self, our mental self. And then, I was trying to do some things online and it wasn't working, so I got really frustrated and I had to breathe. Okay, so we have to kind of just watch what comes up for us and then let it move through so it doesn't ruin our day. Okay, so I want you to lie back onto the bolster or whatever you've got as a bolster surrogate, and with the base of your skull on the blanket. Okay, and have a block and a strap this morning, and maybe an extra blanket. We'll see where we go with it. Okay, let's begin. I'll get you there and then I'll kind of be not as chatty. I want you to really get into it. Okay. Let me just check the volume before. And, it wasn't all the way up. Sorry. So be sure and turn your volume all the way up as well. Okay, sometimes we forget. The mine's up all the way. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. And definitely turn yours up all the way as well. Okay, here we go. So just remember, you don't want to get right up against the bolster. You want space for the curve of the low back. I say this over and over and over, but it's so important, okay, to do that. So when you bend your knees and you kind of come up and onto the bolster. So I've got space here. Keep your knees bent, your feet grounded. And as you exhale, you're engaging the core. So I'm going to move the blanket just a little closer. We're all a little different anatomically, and we have to modify for that. And I want you to make sure there's no compression, no constriction. So think of this lovely open curve. That's your low back, the lumbar. And that's where we get a lot of our little aches and pains because it tends to be where things settle. Okay, it's kind of a weak area, and you hear about weak core, which are these abdominal muscles and so forth. But if you breathe properly, you are strengthening the core every breath you take, okay? So then I just like to get kind of comfy and settle in. Now remember, if you're really tight in the shoulders or the neck, you might need more support under the base of the skull, okay? And you want to feel that's your other curve that goes in, the concave curve of the lumbar and the cervical. The thoracic doesn't curve in, it kind of bows out. So we're this beautiful wave, okay? And then I like to get my shoulders over the edges. Let your arms rest. Palms up, please. That releases the shoulders and across the collarbone. And breathe. Remember, only through the nose. In and out. Inhale, exhale. Nasal, nostril breathing. You can soften and relax the lips, but not breathe through the mouth, okay? So I'm going to let my lower jaw slacken. I'm gripping a little from this frustration this morning, so I have to let that go. Relax. And if and when it feels okay, you can then stretch. Some of you are probably already here, huh? Your legs stretched out. So think relaxation. Think Shavasana. Feel that wonderful openness of the rib cage. Breathe deep. Shallow breathing, deep breathing. So we watch and move the breath. So put a little intention. Don't force it, but just encourage. Move the breath. Little by little. Deeper, fuller. Maybe even imagine your skin breathing. It is. It's your largest organ of your body is your skin, and it is breathing. It needs, everything needs breathing to breathe. Everything needs prana, life force. Okay? All of you, every cell. So just know that you are this alive, amazing organism. Okay, we're going to be here another minute or so. And I'll let you just kind of naturally move into a fluid, even modulated breath. Okay, you start to drift off, it's okay, I'll bring you back. So it sort of brings us into the moment, the breath. So just follow the rise and fall of the breath. It should be very like a metronome. So this wonderful movement in and out. And then just let the exhale be a little longer, maybe a count longer if you're at a 5 count breath or a 6 count or a 4 count. Maybe do 4 and then a 5 or 4 and a 6. or 5 and a 6. And just go a little deeper. And you might find you can go a little deeper on the inhale and even deeper on the exhale. So we talk about exploring our edges. And the breath is tied to our physical activity and our mental and emotional. Okay? So it's a way of processing all of that. Okay. So when you're ready, you can keep your legs extended, or you can bend the knees. Another nice thing to do for yourself is just bring your arms up off your floor. Stretch out from fingertips to fingertips, right to left, left to right. Keep the shoulders melting over the edge of your bolster or whatever you're on. And gently bring the arms up toward the ceiling. Interlace. And then flip the palms inside out. Notice how your shoulders want to pull up, but bring them down, 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 down. But keep extending up through the elbows and the heels of the hands. So I'm on the computer a lot, so I can feel this stretch here. It feels good. Breathe. And if you want to, you can keep your legs extended, okay? But if it tweaks your back, just bend your knees. Okay, and then just gently bring the arms overhead. So wherever it's okay. If you have shoulder stuff, maybe this is it. Or maybe this is it. Or maybe you can go all the way. Do what you can and just stretch. See, I really want to get into the underarms and the intercostals and the ribs. Good. Encourages deep breath and then bring them back up. Release. Opposite interlace. So the opposite index on top. Get the shoulders down, arms up. And once more, overhead. Whatever you can do. You might feel a stretch, but not pain. Please breathe. I'm going to stretch my legs out. So I'm going from my toes to my fingertips. And this time, just stretch the arms apart and let them rest again. Feel better already, don't you? Good. Now you're going to bend your knees. And you're going to roll, tip over onto the side, off of your support. Move the bolster out of the way. And locate your strap. I don't think we'll need the block yet. I'm going to get this way out of the way. You can put a little bit under your neck, but don't get carried away. All right. And I'm not going to use a blanket because I'm okay, but just remember not to flatten the neck. Okay, and then just come onto your back. You should be resting on the base of your skull. Bring the knees in. Stay connected to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Big rocking and then circular. Oh yeah, okay, that feels really good. Notice if one area in the back or shoulders responds more than the other. Ooh, I heard a little pop. Good, got a little adjustment. And this is just a great stretch for your low back. Now, if holding your knee or shin pulls your shoulders up, just ease off and just hold the back of your thigh. Okay? If that pulls your shoulders up, strap. Use a strap. Just put it behind here, like this, and bring the leg in toward you. Extend the left leg like you're standing on it, but keep the shoulders down. Okay, so you always have choices. And then either with the leg straight, or you can bend your knee if it's too much. Stretch the right leg up to the ceiling. Ooh, I got in the hamstrings. You might have to bend your knee a little. And then let's get some movement in the ankle and the foot. Try to keep your shin still, as still as possible. So it's not making big circles like this. You really want to focus on the ankle. And, 4, 5, 6 each direction. Breathe. Okay, good. Okay. And then we flex, reach up to the heel, and then we extend across the top of the foot. We flex, extend, and again, and again. One more, and hold, breathe, 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 and breathe. Good. And breathe in, lower. Let's alternate. Let's do the left side. Stretch that right leg forward. Gently hold the left knee. Same options. Hold the knee, the shin, back of the thigh, or use a strap. Okay? Both feet are flexed. Okay? Remember, you're breathing deep. Every time you breathe, you can do you're using core. Okay, good. And then just stretch up through the left leg. And you can bend your right knee if it feels too much, or keep the right leg straight. I'm going to keep my knee a little bent because I'm still a little tight in the hamstrings. Okay. And I'm going to draw circles. It's always a little awkward with the side that you don't use for handwriting and so forth, your dominant side. That's okay. That's why we do it. It's very important. And flex and point. And flex. Point. And just a few. Breathe. And breathe. One more. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And point. Good. Okay. So let's do a reclining twist. Okay. Oh, but before we do, let's do a little strap work this morning. You do have a strap by now, I hope. So we're going to open up the hips a little more, and the hamstrings and the calves. So you slide the strap around the metatarsals. Your feet are flexed. Bring your elbows down, shoulders down, knees really, really close. Now see how my hips start to turn up? I'm going to tip my pelvis forward. See what happened? And it creates the curve of the spine. We want that. It's a dog tilt, okay? Then I'm going to inhale and slowly, my elbows down, shoulders down, stretch up my heels toward the ceiling again, both of them. And I'm going to stop about here, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to start to pull my low back, and I can feel it, and I don't want to do that. We're here to heal, not to hurt. Okay, so I'm just going to stay here. That's why the straps are really long. Just hold gently. See, breathe. Feel things give in a little. Give a little more. Just wait. Don't let the spine, the low back round. Keep that dog tilt. Okay, so now we're just going to do one cycle on each side. So slide the left foot out. Exhale. Exhale, lower. Exhale, lower. Exhale, lower. Exhale, down. Okay, so if you're still a little tight, you have to bend both knees a little bit. And just wait. So similar to what we just did, except your left leg is straight, unless you're really tight, bend the knee. Okay, then we're going to take the strap, both ends in the left hand. The right arm stretches to the side. The shoulder stays firmly connected to the mat. As you bring, exhale it over, and lower the left elbow, and it'll stop your safety net, your safety valve is your right shoulder. It does not come up. Notice how my right foot is flexed. So I still have the strap, the end of the strap between my thumb and index. Be careful of your wrist. So I'm letting the weight of the leg create a deeper stretch, but I'm still keeping the strap taut. Okay, so I don't flop over onto my left side. Breathe. If there's more, you can look over your right shoulder. Okay, but if it's too much for your neck, don't do it. I feel this right in my piriformis. It feels really good in an achy way. It's okay though, it doesn't hurt. Feeling the stretch. So remember, an inhale, up comes the right leg. Last week and in previous weeks, we counted how many breaths that you did in a minute, rounds of breath. Do you remember what that is? So maybe use that as your guideline when you're holding your poses. If you've forgotten, you can do it on your own. Just use your stopwatch on your phone. Count the rounds of breath in a minute. It'll be pretty consistent, okay? And then inhale, up comes the left leg. And let's slide the feet together. Okay. Okay. So let's do the other side. So slide the right foot out. Exhale. Okay, this protects the low back. Strengthens the core. Keep lifting the left leg as you stretch the right leg down forward. Good. Again, reminder, if it's pulling too much, bend, soften the knees until it's ready to give, okay? Okay, let's do this side. Both ends in your right hand. Stretch to the left. Left shoulder stays right, firmly connected. Remember, that's your safety valve. Over we go. It's your exhale. And it'll stop. It'll stop. The right leg, the straight leg goes onto the baby toe edge. Okay? Notice where you're feeling the stretch. Breathe into it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no.